Welcome back to the forge. In this round of competition, you'll have to forge signature blades using a piece of 1084 steel. Your blade also must be made out of barbed wire. Good luck, bladesmiths. Your 10-minute design window starts now.
I'm making sort of like a camp knife. I like a design that's easy to use and easy to modify.
My design is a clip point hunter that will pierce, slice, and chop.
My game plan is to do a Anglo-Saxon style sax. Broke back, it has a really nice point.
Your design period is closed. Your 3-hour forge time starts now.
My plan for the knife is to try to infuse the barbed wire toward the spine on the 1084 and not have so much along the cutting edge, because I don't know how hard I can get that barbed wire. I'm gonna hammer the bar flat. I'm gonna take 6-inch strips of the barbed wire, hammer them flat, and then forge weld them into the metal. If the forge weld holds it, I'm gonna do it again, and we'll see what happens. How crazy is this barbed wire? Woo!
I love the way he says barbed wire. Barbed wire.
The hardest part about using barbed wire is it being small, trying to forge weld that to something thicker. My plan is to make 2 equal bundles of the barbed wire and squeeze them down to as small as I can get them. So I have 2 pieces to put on each side.
I have a forge welded piece, but this blade right now is giving me some problems. I've got a blade that looks like this, and it's way too sharp of a curve.
Oh, dang, Robbie's got a knife over there. Look at that.
He is really moving along.
I'm grinding the slag off the sides of the blade to check my forge welds. It's a good, solid weld. I'm extremely excited. I'm gonna rock this thing.
I have the blade in the size that I want, so I weld on the barbed wire. The rhythm of a good air hammer is hard for a bladesmith to resist.
My blade is finally where I can accept it, and I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get this to heat treat.
Josh is really being careful with this whole thermocycling. That's good.
I pull out my blade on the final cycle, and I'm ready to quench. Pull it out. Initially is looking good. So I go, all right, let's cool it off a little bit more. At this point, I think I cool it off too much because it starts going, whoop. The blade just continues.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to see some frustration with Josh there.
That's significant of a warp. It's hard to come back from.
I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this warp out. And even though I'm running out of time, I make the decision. I'm going to quench again.
Come on, baby. Straight, hard, no cracks. The blade is born when it goes into the quench, and it's straight and it's hard. It's straight, it's hard, it's a boy.
This time, I'm going to heat treat my blade with a torch the way I do at home.
Little happy dance and in the oil.
3, 2, 1. Bladesmith, shut down your machines, drop your tools. The forging time is over.
Bladesmiths, this is the strength and durability test. I'll be taking your knives and chopping into this barbed wire twice. Robbie, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You better be.
The knife is too.
Good. We did get a little bit of edge damage.
Okay.
I am surprised, though, that this handle didn't give me much more trouble than it did. Actually, it indexes well, even though it's square. Josh, you're next. But Josh, it looks like your edge has no damage. So all that time you took in your heat treating and your thermal cycling paid off. Overall, well done.
Thank you.
Good job.
Ray, I know you're ready.
Always ready.
Ray, I like the way your knife feels.
Thank you.
A little bit on the thick side, but it's got the kind of edge that just gets into things. So overall, well done, Ray.
Thank you, sir.
For the sharpness test, I'll be turning you over to Doug. Hi, Doug.
Bladesmiths, I'm gonna take your weapon, and I'm gonna see how well it stabs. I'm gonna see how well it cuts on these Kevlar reinforced bags. Let's see if your weapons are for real. Robbie, you're up first. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Robbie. Stabbing was good. Of 3 layers, you only cut through 2. Overall, your blade is sharp to stab and cut.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you.
Josh, you're up next. You ready?
I'm dying for this.
Okay, Josh. The edge you have over here is sharp enough. It lacerates to the first layer, but not into the second layer. Overall, it is sharp enough to puncture and lacerate. Good job.
Thank you.
Ray, are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Your edge over here lacerated to 2 layers, the outer layer and the first layer of the Kevlar reinforced bag. So it's sharp. It will cut.
Perfect.
Bladesmiths, the judges have made a final decision, and it's time for one of you to leave the forge. Robbie, your blade did not make the cut.
Robbie, this isn't about what your knife does to the test. It's about what the test does to your knife. Out of all 3 blades, your blade had the most edge damage, and that's why we have to send you home.
Okay.
Robbie, please surrender your weapon.
You know, I have no regrets. The last time I didn't get to finish the knife. I didn't get to see it tested. This time I did. I've accomplished what I come to do. Whew. You know, even though I didn't become the Forged Fire champion, there's a lot of people behind me, and whew, I can't do this, y'all.
Josh, Ray, congratulations. You're both one step closer to the title of Forged and Fire champion and that check for 10 grand. When you came here, you used our tools and equipment to make your blades. Now we're sending you back to your home forges, where you will have 5 days to make an iconic weapon from history. Are you ready to see what that weapon is?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. The Panabas.
Okay.
Known as a chopping tool for both agriculture and combat, the Panabas earned its place as a weapon of war in the southern Philippines during the 19th century. Its sharp, forward curved blade acted like an oversized meat cleaver and delivered deep, clean cuts, which made it ideal for executions. On the battlefield, warriors carrying a Panabas would follow behind the front line to behead anyone unlucky enough to have survived the first wave of attacks. Good luck, bladesmiths.
See you in 5 days. Let's get it lit. I'm home, I'm prepped, and I'm ready to build a Panabas, a weird-looking blade. I'm not even sure how to describe it, and I've certainly never built one. It's always so much fun to watch it squish in the press. My plan is to put some of the fancier elements to it. My press has seized up. This is one of those things that could be a devastating 3-hour fix, and I have to have this machine. It's one of those things that I haven't had to deal with in about a year. Of course, as soon as I come home to do the final round, something like this has to happen. I have to fix this, or I may just lose the entire day.
The most challenging thing today is to get my blade ready for heat treat.
Watch that sword, bud. Not bad.
Building the Panabas has been extremely fast. Got it all tempered, the handle attached, burnt, shaped. This is wet rawhide to keep everything pretty solid. And if everything holds together good, we'll put the rats. The rawhide, it broke. Then I didn't really have enough to finish it. So I pulled the strands out of some paracord and I made sure that I had enough to go from one end to the other.
Who's back in action? I need to make up for some lost time from yesterday, so I'm going to spend the day forging and just smoothing out all the bumps. She's starting to slim out. Rough grind, done.
I plan to test the edge on my knife, cutting some saplings down, and I stole my dog's bone, and I'm gonna chop that to see how it works. Now for the bone chop. That's my baby. It performed excellent. This particular challenge went exceptionally fast for me. Now, it's time to relax for a little bit.
I have wood prepped for my handle, and I have it epoxied together, but I still don't have anything close to looking like a finished handle. But what I'm going to do is test it to see if it's strong or not before I do anything else. This test is a make or break moment for me. If it doesn't pass, I've essentially lost 2 days. Damn, I like this sword.
This is a kill test to see what kind of lethal damage your Panabas will do. I will take your weapon and deliver slashes across this big carcass. Josh, you're up first. You ready?
Absolutely.
Okay, Josh, this is a scary weapon. It's got a sweet spot in there that allows for a nice chop and, of course, second chop cut through the spine, the ribs, everything. Your Panabas will kill. Good job.
Good job.
All right, Ray, it's your turn. You ready?
You betcha.
Let's do this.
I'm thinking I just got to do as good as Josh did. But I loved it when Doug said it will kill. That's with 2 E's.
I need me a cup of coffee, Ray.
You betcha.
In the feel of this, I can feel the blade already wanting to chop. The arc is right where the sweet spot is. That allows the blade to cut cleanly all the way through. And overall, your Panabas will kill.
My favorite.
Next up is a strength test. Dave?
Gentlemen, in 1521, the explorer Magellan landed on the island of Cebu, sparking several decades of conflict between the Philippines and Spain. So to test your Panabas, I'm going to strike a Spanish morion twice with the edge of your weapon. Now, this is not about what your weapon does to the helmet, but what the helmet does to your weapon. Josh, you're up. You ready?
Sure.
Okay. I don't see any wrinkling, any deformation, any rolling on your edge, which is pretty amazing. I'll put some dents in that helmet. Ray, you ready for this?
Can't hardly wait.
Okay, let's make it happen. Okay, Ray, I can see a little shiny spot here. It's It's just that wire edge feels like it's kind of tipped just a hair. It's definitely still sharp. Very nice. It felt good in the hand.
Thank you.
Next up is the sharpness test. For that, I'll give you back to Doug.
Bladesmiths, we know your blades can kill. We know your blades are strong, but are they still sharp? To test the edge retention of your blade, I will take your Panabas and I will cut the rope. That will release the sandbag, which simulates an oncoming attack. I will then run the blade across this and cut it. Josh, you're up first. You ready?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, he died.
Me like it to feel. Feels good in the hand. Enough to move and maneuver in close quarter combat. And overall, your weapon will cut.
That's all I ever wanted to hear.
Ray, it's your turn. You ready?
You betcha.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
This is gonna be tough, Ray.
I know it.
I like your blade too. Your Panabas definitely is a cutter, and it's easy to wield. Your Panabas will cut.
Thank you, sir.
Good job.
Josh and Ray, I honestly hate that it's come to me to be the guy that has to say these words, but there can only be one Forged in Fire champion in this arena. And that champion is Josh. Ray, unfortunately, your Panabas did not make the cut. Jason Knight will explain.
When it comes down to this type of competition, sometimes just the little details are the game changer, Ray. Josh had a little bit more subtleties in his design. His handle was octagonally faceted, and he had file work in the spine. And those subtle details are the reason why Josh's blade won.
Ray, please surrender your weapon.
Buddy,
You got it.
give me a hug.
Well, I feel great. I came here not to prove anything. I just enjoy the competition. My knife performed and his knife performed, so he got the money and I got the fun.
Josh, congratulations. You are the Forged in Fire champion and will be receiving a check for $10,000. You're super excited right now, aren't you?
This is like, it just feels so good. All of you fans, wherever the hell you came from, I love you guys. Josephine, with their designs that helped me get through round 2 with the handle, thank you. You made Daddy win. I am the Forged in Fire champion! That's what the happened. Woo! Sorry, Annie.
Bladesmiths, welcome to the Forge. If you look down at your anvils, you'll see a 5160 bar stock of steel. Now, today you will not be forging blades in your signature style. Instead, you'll be forging Bowies. Your 3-hour forge time starts now.
So first thing I'm gonna do is try to weld a handle on it.
I hate tongs.
It's fairly thick, so I'm gonna start thinning the steel out.
I hate tongs.
You really ought to shape those tongs.
Put the tongs in the forge, get them hot, form them right to the steel.
My plan for the round is to try to get my stock broke down and my blade forged out as quickly as possible. And I'll just cut that leftover material for the guard. So next, I break the stock down. I just cut it at an angle so that I already have some of my point formed.
So when I'm making a Bowie knife with a D-guard, that's cool. I can do that. Big old piece of steel. Glad we got big machines for it. So I hammer the handle out. It gets 3 inches wide pretty quick.
Now Tom can pull that D-guard out of there, stretch it out, not overheat it. He could really set himself up wonderfully.
I'm trying to remove some hammer marks that I have in my blade.
Andrew, your shape is beautiful, but it's lean Bowie. I'd just like to see him draw it out more.
I got my stock broke down for my guard already. I made it out of the same billet as the blade. While I'm working on the blade, I get that hot and try to go back and forth between the two. I'm heating both sides evenly. Then I bring the whole thing up to temperature.
Andrew's in the oil.
Thought he was going around and around, but he's going back and forth.
I don't see any warps in my blade. Yeah, my blade looks awesomely straight.
I need to get this knife hardened. It's kind of like having children. You never feel like you're ready, but if you wait until you're ready, you never do it.
Looks like Tom just quenched his blade.
It's not hard. I could dig a trench in it with that file. I'm starting to feel like I'm doing something wrong and kind of worries me a little bit, so I have to go back and do it again. If this doesn't harden the knife, then I guess I'm just going home.
Whoa! That was close.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, that's better. I'm quenched. My blade is hard. All I gotta do is get it into a shape that looks good, and I'm good to go.
I test my blade with a magnet. When it reaches critical temperature, steel becomes non-magnetic. That's when it's ready to heat treat immediately into the quench. It looks a little bent. So I go to my secret weapon, a straightening jig. It's nothing more than a piece of angle iron and a flat piece of bar stock. I'm gonna clamp it in that, straighten it out, let it sit there and cool down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bladesmiths, shut down your machines. Drop your tools. Your forging time is over.
Gentlemen, welcome to the strength test, our dreaded nail chop. To test the strength and durability of your blades, I'm gonna hammer your buoys 3 times into these 12-inch nails. Keep in mind, it's not what we do to these nails, it's what these nails are gonna do to your buoys. You ready, Tom?
We'll see. If I want to chop a nail, I'll get a chisel. You don't use a knife for that. It only takes the tiniest amount of anything to be wrong for it just to turn catastrophic. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Tom, you lost your top guard there, most of it.
Yeah.
But your handle's still on tight, your D didn't come apart, and your blade held up. Nice job. Andrew, you ready?
Not really.
Okay, we're gonna do it anyway.
I'm feeling nauseous, but as long as I can hold up reasonably well, I think I'll do just fine.
Well, Andrew, you got some chipping and deformation. Right here, chipped out a little bit. Down here, second and third blows, these deformed out. But overall, held up well. Good job.
Thank you.
Tim, what are you thinking?
I just peed a little. Andrew's edge has edge damage. Tom lost part of a guard, so anything could go wrong at this moment.
There is almost no damage to this edge, Tim. The big thing is the alignment. The handle is also a bit off. So when I'm holding it, it feels like that blade is pointing at you, and it's actually pointing off to the side. But apparently that heat treat is nailed, and the edge geometry is good too. Nice job.
Bladesmiths, this is the sharpness test. To see how sharp the edge of your blades are, I will take your buoy and lasso it across these sides of beef. Tom, you're up first. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. Well, Tom, the feel of your handle, you have these grooves over here, so it's easy to index. The blade did most of the work, and you can see you have very deep lacerations in there. Overall, your blade will cut.
Thank you, sir.
Andrew, you're next. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. All right, Andrew. It feels good when you put your hand in. It's got a good weight to it. It is sharp. It lacerates easily, letting the weight of the blade do all the work. Your blade will cut.
Thank you.
All right, Tim, it's your turn.
All righty.
Let's do this. Well, Tim, your handle's a bit on the wider side, but when you swing it, the weight of your Bowie lacerates through the beef easily. Your Bowie will cut.
Thank you.
Bladesmiths, the judges have completed their deliberation. They've made their final decision. The bladesmith leaving the forge is Tom. Your blade did not make the cut.
Tom, I really love the way you addressed the issues that we talked about. You fixed your ricasso creatively, that was great. But that heating and quenching in water made your handle and guard area very brittle, and you lost that top guard. So you suffered a significant blade failure, and that's why we're letting you go today.
Yes, sir.
Tom, please surrender your weapon.
I'm a sword maker. I came here and I made a knife. And I think I made a good knife. Tom will get time in the sun when Tom earns time in the sun. It's okay. I'll take my glory when I earn it.
Andrew, Tim, congratulations. You've made it into the final round of this competition. So now we're sending you back to your home forges to recreate an iconic weapon from history. The Shamshir. Descending from the saber family of swords, the Shamshir, which means curved like the tiger's tail, first gained popularity in Persia and quickly spread throughout the former Ottoman Empire. Light in weight and easy to wield, this deeply curved sword featured a thin blade and a tapered tip that was most effective when delivering sweeping or hooking strokes, and was sharp enough to slice adversaries in two. Although use of the sword declined in the 20th century, it was rebirthed as one of the main weapons of the protagonist in the film Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. Good luck, bladesmiths.
Good luck, Tim. I'm very excited to be back to my home forge. I'm going to do a low-layer, random pattern Damascus blade. I feel that the judges will appreciate the extra effort. Ideally, I would like to have my billet welded up as quickly as possible, but the Damascus is taking a little bit longer than I expected, so I might be a little bit behind, but I think it will set my blade apart from Tim's.
We're here in my home shop in Andrew, North Carolina. It's the first blade of this length that I've ever done with such a major curve in it, and it's a hot day. I forge probably 98% of what I do on the power hammer. But I keep hearing this hiss. I said, something is not right. Anytime you see smoke on a compressor, that's not good. We're in trouble. Without the air compressor, I can't use my power hammer. It's all gonna be by hand. So this is gonna be fun.
Yesterday, I spent most of my time shaping the blade. Today, I need to pick up a pace. It's ready for heat treat. That's what you're looking for. In order for me to be happy at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to have my guard forged, shaped, polished, and fit to my tank. Definitely have a lot of struggles with this guard. It was looking really good, but I got off center with my cut, and I broke the languette off. I just wanted to throw. I spent most of the day working on this guard, so it's disheartening. I need to just step back and rethink my plan.
3 days in, a little sore. Bent over the anvil for 5 hours straight. I'm old. Never done anything this long. So this is maiden voyage for my quench tank. We're leaking. And all my oil is just like a little geyser coming out of there. Lucky for me, I do have a horizontal quench tank. I see a bow here and a bow there. One going this way and one going back the other way. I gotta move quick, so I slap it in my straightening jig. Bottom line, this is a mess. Can't go back now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm almost afraid to look. We are straight. I took a file. Oh, I'm just tickled to death.
I still got a lot of work ahead of me. I'm not 100% happy with what I've got with my guard, but if I do a nice job on the blade and the handle, I think it'll bring it all together. But I got a slight warp in the blade. If you put this on here, you can see where the warp is. If you use this file as a straight edge, you have that gap right there. I got to get this warp out, so what I'm doing is using a couple clamps and a little jig I have made in the temper to try to take it out. This is normally how I get the warp out of my blades, but I'm having more trouble this time. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more tension on the blade, and maybe that'll work. I go back to the heat treat oven, and I didn't get the warp out entirely, and I'm starting to freak out a little bit. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it.
Final day, I am exhausted. Right now, I'm gonna do some chopping. It done fantastic. I know I've got a sword that will perform. Now it's just getting the look down. This is all about how it feels in the hand. One thing I always do when I make a handle, I grind a bit, I put it in my hand, I close my eyes, I don't even look at it. Light grip, squeeze it hard. Overall, I feel fantastic. I'm very confident that it's a $10,000 blade.
To test the sharpness of your weapon, I'll be cutting through these 3 fish. Andrew, you're up first. Are you ready for this?
There goes nothing.
All right, so first thing, it's not a light sword, but the weight's where I want it to be. Beautiful looking handle. Having said that, up here at the front, it's a little blocky, but it's definitely sharp. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, Tim, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
This blade is wonderfully fast and light. Your handle, I like the construction of it. What I have a problem with is this transition. The 2 materials, it creates a bit of a lip. If that wrap went all the way down, I think it would feel pretty good. Having said that, this is a beautiful piece, and it is definitely a cutter.
Thank you.
To see what kind of lethal damage your weapon will do, I will take your Shamshir and deliver slashes and a thrust on these pig carcasses. Andrew, you're up first. You ready?
Let's do it.
Andrew, your Shamshir just became a sham wow. Your blade on the initial thrust penetrated easily and it lacerated cleanly into the carcass. Your weapon, sir, will kill. Good job.
Thank you.
Tim, it's your turn. Shall we have fun?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. All right, Tim. This is what a Shamshir, I believe, should feel like. It definitely can thrust into the carcass. It hit bone. I felt it. I could feel it crunch. The edge here is sharp enough to lacerate through the carcass, cutting all the way through. Overall, your weapon will kill.
Thank you.
Now, the Shamshir was a weapon that was used both on foot and on horseback. So to test the strength and durability of your blades, I'm going to chop into these horse skulls 3 times. Andrew, are you ready for this?
I guess.
So right off, I can feel a slight rolled section where the edge is just deformed a bit. But other than that, held up beautifully. Well done.
Thank you.
Good smile, Tim. It's your turn.
Let's go.
Okay, I can see where your edge has taken some deformation here. It's light and it's fast, but it looks to me as though your blades picked up a slight roll that way that I did not see before. Your blade goes off at a bit of an angle.
Bladesmiths, a final decision has been made. Only one of you can be the Forged in Fire champion. And that champion is Andrew. Congratulations. You are the Forged in Fire champion and will be receiving a check for $10,000.
Yes.
Tim, please surrender your weapon.
Obviously, I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to win, but I'm very proud of the Shamshir that I made. I enjoyed the competition immensely. It's been one of the highlights of my life.
Andrew, congratulations. You are the Forged in Fire champion, and that's a title that comes with a check for $10,000.
Yes! I definitely feel relieved. It feels great. I mean, I came here to win and prove to myself that I was able to do it and I can hang with these other guys with their credentials and whatnot. I don't have any of that. I'm just a guy from the woods, you know?